I don't even know what to make funny in the beginning. Let's put this. Haha. Meta. What am I doing? Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm sorry, but stick around, maybe subscribe. I promise it's fun here. If you couldn't tell by the title of this video or just by like my face or my pajamas or my voice, which is disgusting at the moment, I am pretty sick today. Now, normally I wouldn't film a video if I was sick, but today is not that day because I'm filming a video about being sick. So ha! Was that karma? So basically, I didn't go to school today, and it just got me thinking a lot about being sick, which then got me angry for some weird reason, and then again, I don't know if that's because I'm sick or because I'm just emotional. But yeah, today I'm gonna rant a bit. Oh my god, hold up. I feel gross. I really have no idea how this is happening. It just like came in my brain, and then it led to me just setting up my camera anyway, and then I decided I'd rant about being sick. So here we go. First, I'm gonna start off by saying nobody enjoys being sick. And if you do, this video probably won't relate to you since I'm pretty much just talking about how it sucks. I'm in that stage of sickness where like things are really fluctuating, like, you know, like right now I'm really hot, but like an hour ago I was freezing cold. So I'm in like that weird stage where things are just happening. I'm gonna start this off by saying this is mainly probably going to be focused around like teens being sick or like being sick in high school. So yeah, let's start there. I think almost every person I know has a lot on their plate, and like, yeah, that's kind of a given. Like everyone's always busy, but especially teens, we have so much to do, and like we have so many expectations that are just like put upon us that I feel like it becomes really hard to take care of yourself in any way, shape, or form. And this is what makes me feel so hypocritical all the time, because I always talk about, you know, valuing your mental health and valuing it as much as your physical health, but yet sometimes I don't do either of those. And that's okay, and that's part of like being aware of these things, but I feel like sometimes I'm aware that I'm not taking care of myself properly and I ignore it because I have so many other things to do. I think we've all seen those funny videos of like Vines and stuff where like, you missed a day of school, oh yeah, Dwayne The Rock Johnson visited and 3 people got pregnant and there's 20 essays assigned. But like, I swear to God, those things are so relatable because you miss one day and all of a sudden you are literally like 50 hours behind on everything you have to do, and when you're sick it's like so much worse, right? And then like that's the issue with things, is like you don't want to miss school because you're sick, but if you go to school while you're sick, not only are you not going to be functioning and not going to be doing like actual work because you're just like not in a good place, as you can tell by me like fumbling right now, but then you're a risk to others, and then everyone gets sick, and then it's just this constant cycle of gross germs and sickness and ew, you know? I need some tea. I don't know about you guys, but since my freshman year, I've basically tried to not miss school as much as possible, especially when I was sick, and it's always ended up kicking me in the butt. When you go to school while you're sick and you don't let yourself properly rest, you just end up being in a weird perpetual state of like kind of sick but kind of not, and it makes things way worse and makes getting better take a lot longer than it should. And that sucks. I feel like a lot of times too, you kind of have to like validate, like when you are sick and you do want to, let's say, miss school or miss your activity or whatever, like if it's not life or death, then it's not valid. But that's such a harmful narrative to be going around, because it's the small injuries or small sicknesses that can lead to bigger issues later. And that's like especially true with sports and things. Like, you know, last year with my whole like knee thing, which I have yet to fully talk about on this channel. I should totally do that. Not now, obviously. But yeah, what's so funny about last year is like my huge injury and my thing that ended up needing like a surgery and ended up being this whole process stemmed from me getting sick, getting slightly injured, ignoring that slight injury for months, and then that slight injury turning into a much bigger one that ended up being a lot more work and a lot more extreme than if I were to have just taken care of myself in the first place. But yeah, that's something that really bugs me because like even today, like today I took a day off of school. I felt so guilty and I felt like I'm probably just like missing out on a bunch of things and I'm gonna have so much work to do, and it stresses you out more than you need to be stressed out, and it sucks. I feel like whatever teens do, we're gonna be told that it's wrong no matter what it regards. And obviously that's not true with everything, and there are gonna be people who understand what you're going through no matter what it is, whether it be physical or mental or whatever, and people who are going to help you get through things and all of that good stuff. But like it doesn't deter from the fact that like generally a majority of people, especially adults, I feel like just don't understand that our struggles are struggles. And this sounds so stupid and so mainstream, but like really, I mean, every generation goes through different difficulties. So yes, adults are gonna understand us to a certain extent, but like no one, what am I even trying to say? Not everyone is going to ever be able to fully grasp what other people are going through. But I feel like especially generationally, like this is a thing. This generation of teens, like my age demographic, is seen as being emotional. They're seen as being lazy. They're seen as being people who rely on technology and can not live without their phone, which is the same thing as relying on TikTok. You get where I'm going here, right? Like saying our generation when referring to millennials or anyone in my age demographic automatically has a negative connotation. And I feel like this makes everything for us so much harder. I'm pretty sure I saw a Tumblr post or like on Instagram or something like that saying that, you know, like we're expected to do so much and yet we're still seen as lazy. And every time I see that post, like I'm just like, yeah. I mean, getting into college and just like the general education system is becoming more and more competitive and harder, and being seen as like valuable or successful now just takes more and more things. So being seen as average still takes doing so many things, and I feel like people can't grasp that sometimes. At the bare minimum, everything that we're expected to do as teens is a lot, and we don't often get recognized for doing so much, or we don't often get credit for dealing with a lot of things. Now, don't get me wrong, I fully understand that there are things that I have not experienced yet. I fully understand that adults deal with a lot, and I fully understand that there are things that I just don't grasp yet, that I just simply haven't gone through myself yet. But at the same time, I feel like teens' troubles are just like looked over so often, and that is such a big problem in itself. Like, you know, am I making sense? And I think what I was trying to say with that whole comparing age and that whole rant that just happened is that no matter how big or small problems seem to be, there's still problems, or no matter how big or small a struggle seems to be, it's still a struggle, and no one should ever be made like they should feel as if their problems or their struggles or their whatever aren't valid. But like, yeah, I'm someone who gets sick very easily, and because of that fact, I normally try not to skip school because then I'd be skipping a lot. But I hadn't been sick in such a long time, and this one hit me so hard, and I almost did end up going to school anyways, but I just really want to tell you guys to like take a break when you need to take a break. No one really actively chooses to get sick. Yes, sometimes there are certain steps that we could have avoided or whatever it is, but if it happens, it happens, and we shouldn't be made to feel guilty about something that we don't have control over. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end my rant there. But I feel like whether it be mentally or physically, understanding that you are not at your strongest, or understanding that you do need to take a break and rest, is so important. And then going a step further and actually resting and actually taking care of yourself is important too. And yes, I probably have a lot of homework and I'm going to have missed out on a couple of things today, but it would have been a lot worse had I have gone to school and not gotten the rest that I did. And yeah, if I can just leave you with a message, it's just to know that you're not always going to be at your best, and being able to acknowledge that is the first step to getting better in whatever it is, whether it be something very minimal or very huge. But yeah, I don't know if this video like did anything or like whatever, but I hope you guys enjoyed it anyways. But yes, if you did like this video, be sure to give it a like down below and leave a comment down below on your opinions about the video. I just ranted, so I don't know, maybe your own opinions or about your take on what I said or whatever. I do love reading your comments and I do read every single one of them, so yeah. You can watch my last video over here, subscribe to my channel over here for more content when I'm not normally sick, but as always, remember to stay anything but normal. Goodbye.